And, how wide your game sense is. Healers are different, Healing to or responding to them differently whenever they get aggro is, a thing. Like, being able to, even if you do it preemptively, like intercepting mobs on the way was a thing, Breaking people out of mechanics back then. You used to be able to do that a lot. You don't really do that anymore. Those mechanics aren't there anymore. Everything in the game is designed to dodge circles and hit boss, and that's really it. You can pretty much boil most raid mechanics in Legion down to that, which is exactly what I did in Emerald Nightmare, actually. It's like, okay, hit boss, got it. That's all I needed to know. It's a shame. Because I think what it does is it robs people who are new to the game of any kind of meaningful experience with the game.
And they don't even know it.
Compared to our match in Heroes yesterday, where I was on Vala, and I forget where you won. But that ETC and everyone, whenever we won the point against like 4 people, they were like, oh my god, right? You will never see that in WoW.
Oh,
never once.
I was on, I want to say Morales.
You will never see that in WoW. Because you don't have the ability to excel to that extent. It's just how much damage can you do, and can you not die while doing it, when it's usually very easy not to die.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yep.
What's up?
Just finished food. So where'd Katie go?
She's talking to her dad.
Oh man.
Yep, right.
Into the void.
Yep.
Oh, I want to play StarCraft now.
What?
Into the void. Man. Maybe Blizzard should start over. Maintenance mode, WoW.
That's what it feels
Make
like.
World of StarCraft. That would be a fire bat with a whole bunch of buffs and synergies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's me though. Maybe there's teamwork in all these games, and I'm just not noticing it because I'm older now. And I don't. Maybe I don't appreciate it, or I don't know.
No, I just think it's a different. I think it's a sort of side effect of the sort of just refinements and what they sort of saw as improvements.
Yeah. Well, I think in part too, it's gone along with gaming starting to feel very hostile.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be that way. It seems like now everyone's always kind of waiting to explode and tell everyone else how bad they are, or, how they're carrying them or whatever. And there's never just like there's no sort of, oh, you're having a bad game, or,
Don't you think
you're not
that's
very good at this.
don't you think that's sort of a response to internet culture,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a loss of perspective, and I think that's definitely has to do with internet culture. I mean, look at Heroes, right? You play quick match all the time, and even me, I'm susceptible to this, where I will treat it like I'm playing ranked, and I'll react as if I'm playing ranked or whatever, as if our losses mean anything beyond we lost. The game itself, minute to minute, could have been fun, but the end result ruins it. I think that's pretty normal in gaming now, and I think that's a fucking problem. Because it's one of the reasons I hated playing League anymore, and that's why I stopped playing it, actually, was because I got too like that. I got too competitive, and for me that was a bad thing, because I was actually pretty solid at the game. Like, I wasn't, what would be considered diamond or platinum, obviously. I wasn't challenger, I wasn't doing any LCS shit. But I was, I had a good game sense and a pretty good instinct for it. And, yeah, that meant that I was generally hostile to other people. I don't know what causes that in gaming. I don't know what causes that sort of loss of perspective. Damn shame, though. Also, man, this guy is totally the Green Ranger. Just running around and... Hold up, let's see. Here, check this out. I feel like that had to be intentional.
Oh, looks like it.
Huh? His name is Yub Yevon. Hey look, fake news. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a loss of people. I think that's definitely Man, I feel like Democrats are becoming dumber.
Oh yeah. No, you could just sort of see them since the election, just kind of flailing and saying whatever.
I mean, You look at this too, and it's from like thepoliticsus.com. Number one, don't know what that website is. It's already very shady. And the article is, rumors swirl that a sealed indictment has been issued against Donald Trump. Now, here's the thing. Now, if that were true, that would be on CNN. It would be on every fucking network. It's not going to be through a random tweet on some backwater fucking website, you know, or at least sourced from a tweet, posted on some backwater website, like thepoliticsus.com.
But that's the thing, though, is going, how they sort of, since the fake news thing, something that Democrats don't acknowledge is how much fake news is sort of slanted towards Democrats. Like looking at the stuff like Katie's dad likes on Facebook, it's all fake. None of it's real. It's all stuff like that where they're like, yeah, man, like Trump is just one day from indictment, and it's like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
So this is
commondreams.org, the end of Trump.
It just seems like it's like how many stories have to come out like that aren't true before you sort of realize these aren't true.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this thing and it's like, oh, they're already declaring the end of Trump. Here's the thing. Short of being actually indicted, which we don't know if he will, we don't even know what evidence the FBI would have. There's no special prosecutor. There's no... Like, the infrastructure around an impeachment is not currently happening. So, to declare the end of Trump is already jumping the shark. But, to keep asking the question of, like, oh, there's not even a question anymore is whether he will be impeached, but it'll be like, how long will Republicans put the party loyalty above the party of the or the loyalty of the country or whatever? You can only ask that so many times for people to stop taking it seriously. I mean, yep. It's such a dumb question. I mean, the Comey thing is interesting, because it's possible he had something in his investigation, and it seems to be possibly why they fired him. But he was going to be fired regardless. It's not like it was wrong to fire him.
The thing is, most people that haven't sort of fallen into this insanity agree that what most likely is going to happen is, what if you do find anything, it's going to be like a business deal. It's going to be something that is, like, these people are looking, they're like foaming at the mouth for something that's just like amazing and earth-shattering, and what they're going to find is like a crappy business deal.
Well, it's going to be a business deal, or it's going to be like impropriety. He had a prostitute or something like that in Russia, or like he owes money to somebody in Russia, something like that. Like that's probably going to be the extent of it. The people who think that he is conspiring with Putin or something like that are deranged.
No, it's very batshit. It is unhealthy what's going on with.
Now, he could still be impeached, and the thing that they fail to realize is impeachment doesn't mean removal. He could be impeached and removed, or he could just be impeached, like Clinton was. So they're really what they should be doing, as opposed to constantly looking at impeachment, is documenting this shit. Document the shit that he does. Look at what's going on in North Carolina. I just actually saw this, where Republicans are cutting funding for education, but only in Democratic districts. Okay, document that shit. And when it comes to the election, tell me.
That's the problem, though, is like there's so much to go after. There's so much legitimate crap to go after, and all Democrats want to do is scream treason about Russia. That's all they want to talk about. There's so much substantial shit to go after. You know what? You want to talk about voter suppression during the election hurting Democrats? Fine, that's completely valid. But they don't care. They don't give a shit.
See, here's the thing. I think they care, but I think that the problem is, the reason they avoid it is because there is no Democratic equivalent. So there is no Democratic Trump. There wasn't a Republican Obama. There's no co-president. So when you go after the president, all you can talk about is the president. When you go after every little thing the party does wrong, Republicans are always going to be like, well, hey, I have this list of things Democrats did that were shitty. That is there. Like, that is the thing. Like, Democrats do shitty things. And so it's just a muddy conversation that nothing will ever come out of. I think that they just recognize that talking about anything below a single point, like the presidency, is going to get them dragged to the mud too. I think it's just a cynical decision, you know?
Well, and when you look at things like the healthcare vote, all Democrats could think about was, sweet, can't wait to run against that in, 2 years. They're very kind of sociopathic when it comes to that. All they think of is in terms of political victories. And what's funny is because Democrats suck at politics. They suck at it.
Yep. So what's up?
Playing Stellaris.
Oh, you got Stellaris.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually subbed already. I just went ahead and paid early so I could get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm having to learn to play again because I haven't played in so long.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Let me know. This is definitely a game that's going to take several playthroughs to understand. Let me know if you want to do anything.
Do you want to... I mean, with Katie doing the phone thing, we can't continue with Sense8. So Palace of the Dead might be a little boring.
We could do Heroes if you want to.
Yeah, we could play Heroes for a while. Why not? I was actually just running in circles on top of the wood thing in Aquarium Mill for a while. That's all I was doing.
Let's see, that's food, I guess? Okay. Okay, so this stores... Okay, that stores minerals. Not really worried about that.
Huh. Wait.
Creates.
I just realized the guy who played Arthas is the guy who voices Artanis.
That's not surprising.
I didn't hear that before. Huh. But I guess thinking back on it now, yeah, I totally see it. Did he actually do it in Warcraft 3 or only in Warcraft? Like, wow. When did Warcraft 3 come out?
Oh god, like 2000 and... maybe 2000? 2001? 99?
No, it could have been 99. It had to be early 2000s. Persona 2, I don't... let's see. Actually, I could look for it. I'll just look for it. Warcraft 3. Wait, did they not... Reign of Chaos, 2002.
Oh, was
Frozen
it that?
Throne was 2003. Tides of Darkness was apparently 1995.
Let's see, I can build...
Reign of Chaos, okay. I want to play that again.
Wish they would put it on... It really wouldn't be that
Yeah.
hard to do, like a HD brush up.
From time to time,
Oh, I didn't realize that Piero Coppola played Sylvanas even back then. Oh, there's a whole different person who plays Jaina. That's gonna be fucking weird going back to that.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Because I just recognize Laura Bailey as Jaina now. Arthas Manifold. Okay, so Arthas was Justin Gross back then. Huh. Wait, was Aelid in a different voice? Chris Metzen as Thrall. David Lodge was Archimond. Alright.
construction complete. System survey complete.
Huh, Jaina's voice actor is still doing WoW work. She was in Legion. But I can't imagine... Let's see. Carrie, Gordon, Lowry, Jaina, Laura Bailey. Let's see if there's a comparison. Oh. Yeah, it's obviously not Laura Bailey.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Oh man. Heroes Jaina is adorable.
You want to play? I want to play some heroes.
Yeah, sure.
You don't
Just
have to.
looking at voice actors. I'm just looking at voice actors, yeah. I'll be in a second.
Just let me know when you get in.
Because the guy who did Illidan was also different after Warcraft 3, and that's fucking weird. Because I can only think of one Illidan voice.
Construction complete.
Let's see, Illidan, Warcraft 3 voice. Oh wow. God, that's so different. I remember these games so fucking differently. Alright, let's kill that. And also that. Why have so many of these open? And heroes. Huh. Looks like my friend that used to be on Moonguard that I would occasionally catch like hanging out in an inn has now moved to Darksphere.
Huh?
So, yeah, okay. I never really meant anything malicious by it, but he always got really offended when I was like, oh, so you're hanging out here.
Uh-huh.
It's like, man, it's okay. Like, I don't...
It's like kind of protesting a little too much there, man.
I mean, even if he's there to, like, I don't know, bone people, I'm okay. I ain't gonna fucking judge him. I'm in the game, by the way.
Alright, I am saving. You know what? I don't need to save.